Hello YouTube, welcome to another ride. Today looks deceivingly beautiful. The sun is shining, everything looks wonderful, but it is it is not. My windshield is, or windscreen, whatever this thing in my helmet is, fogging up because it is currently 29 degrees Fahrenheit. I am in Minnesota in the US, so today is a 29 degree day. It is what, about 12:30. This bike has a clock. It comes in handy sometimes. But yeah, I am out just trying to get in a little ride, and I wanted to do a cold weather test to see A, how well these things do, and B, I'm trying a few different glove options. And every year in the fall and in the early spring, right before I put the bikes away and right away when I take them out, I'm always struggling to find the perfect combination of stuff to wear. For most of my body, I think I've got it dialed in pretty good right now, but my hands is always the first to go. And it does seem like no matter what I try, I got about 30-45 minutes and my hands start to really hurt. Now, I was thinking with this bike, if I go on a little bit longer ride, I'm going to be doing a lot of back roads and going a little slower, but for today's ride I'm going to be sticking to do some testing on highway speeds, although I'm not really going to be hitting it hard because it's cold, my tires are cold, and when you're in the corners like this and your tires are below freezing, you don't really want to hit them that hard. So we're going to go nice and easy on these. But yeah, you might also notice, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm wearing two different pairs of gloves today. And I'm trying to figure out which one of these I like better. These ones I've had for a few years and have worn them, but they don't last the coldest. They're perfect, they're wonderful. You can move your fingers, but they're good to about 40 degrees. Below 40 degrees they get a little cold. And then I have the little it's kind of like a little mini glove insert that you can put into them. Didn't come with them, I bought them off of Amazon. And then that gets me another, 35, maybe they're a little bit better, but since today is 29, we're going to try them up against this on this hand. I don't have cruise control, so I'll just do this. Is a full-on snowmobile glove. And this one also has the outer glove and an inner glove that it came with, so it's a two-part system. I have both of them on, and then I have the insert, the little liner glove inside this one. So both hands I have 2 layers on. This one I don't have quite the dexterity that I do in this hand, and this hand also has the little protection here and there. This hand has nothing. So if you were have an oh shit moment in this hand, you got no protection other than the 2 layers of gloves. This hand you have a little bit more, but we're gonna see how they do. I have already been out testing these things in various weather, and they do a little bit. They don't do as much as I was hoping, so I might be my intent is, as I kind of get a little bit more daring with this bike and take it down maybe some trails instead of something a little bit more aggressive than just gravel roads, is I was going to get the real bark buster style. And then I see that you can buy the bark buster sells the storm cover, which looks like it may kind of wrap around a little bit better. I don't know, I'm really you always see people using those hippo hands things, and I don't know, they just seem so cumbersome. Maybe they've got to be great, but I don't know if I'm quite ready to go that route, or just go for shorter rides. But so far, the snowmobile glove might be inching out this one. It's pretty close. I can't tell. We'll continue on the ride and see how they do near the end, which hands feels warmer. But as far as the rest of my body, when it's this cold, so I have my HWK jacket that I've talked about before. I don't have the liner it came with in here. When it gets this cold, I actually take out the liner and then I put a fleece jacket underneath this, and then a thermal shirt and a t-shirt underneath that, like a thermal long underwear, and that seems to keep my body pretty good. I do have with that the liner that this jacket came with that taken out, I have enough room for one more layer if I decide I need it, like a, I don't know, another long underwear shirt or something like that. So usually my body is pretty good. In the past, with the cold weather riding, I'm always kind of figuring out what I like best. And in the past, I had leather chaps, and then I'd wear some thermal long underwear on my legs, a pair of fleece pants that I have, and then I used to wear a pair of jeans over that, and then the leather chaps, and that kept you pretty good. But because of the leather chaps is kind of cut out in the crotch region, if you went on a really long ride, you had to wait a while before you go to the bathroom, if you know what I mean. Everything kind of doesn't work so good. Oh, there's a little dog kind of wandering around. Oh, this might be their dog. Yep, I think it might be their dog. Oh, he was free for a moment. But, okay, so, well, I gotta open my visor. Oh, that's cold. And one thing, if you're in the cold like this, when you get to a certain temperature, the windshield fogs up no matter what when you're going cold or slower. And one thing that does help, it seems kind of backwards, but I'm going to shut this halfway. If you open up all the vents in the helmet, it keeps your head warmer, and it still sucks all that moisture out. So it seems kind of counterintuitive, but you know, you open all your vents out when it's really hot, and then as it gets colder, you close them back up. But then when it gets to a certain point, like say 35 degrees, open those things back up, and it'll start to make the windshield, I still don't know, shield, I don't know what you call that thing. Moron wandering. The floppy part of the helmet, the windscreen. It'll make that not fog up as much if you just open the vents when it's extremely cold. And it doesn't bring in enough air to really cool down your head. Oh, I also have a neck gaiter. Of course, that's a must when it's this cold. You keep your neck and chin covered, because you don't want that going raw. Going at highway speeds with that exposed, that'll be hurting in no time. But yeah, since I got these HWK riding pants, I'm wearing the, I'm kind of flying all over, I know. It's, bear with me. And going a little slow here, this makes it much nicer. So with these new HWK branded pants, I'm still wearing the long underwear and the fleece pants underneath them, but then I'm not wearing any jeans, just straight onto the riding pants. And yeah, that works much better than the old chaps and a pair of jeans. I wonder if they intended on driving all the way down there like that. As far as parking spots go, that does not look like a good one. Let's see, we're gonna make a little loop here and then come back and head down that road. But yeah, as far as these riding pants, I am loving these things now that it's colder. I don't know, I'm gonna have to test them next summer in the heat. I don't think they're gonna be good in the heat, but I know as far as, what did I wear them up to, 60 degrees, something like that, when I got them. And they work perfect for that, down to, like today, 29 degrees. And yeah, I'm loving those. My boots, oddly enough, I've never had a problem with my feet getting cold. It's always the hands that go first. So the boots, I'm always just wearing my same riding boots I always wear, just a pair of area at work boots that I don't know. Never had a problem with those, oddly enough. You'd think my feet would get cold. And I am one that does not like cold, so I know I live in Minnesota, and but I absolutely hate getting cold. Give you some views of the lake since it's a nice sunny day. And a little further update on the gloves. Oh, that dog is not happy that I'm here. Dogs got to do their job, keep people away. But yeah, the update, these two gloves seem to be doing pretty similar. So I thought the snowmobile glove might have a hand up on it. I purchased this one. This is a Arctic Cat branded one. I purchased it local here at a snowmobile place. And this is a, what is this, Rock Biker brand off of Amazon. I don't know if I said the name already, but this one was a fairly cheap $25 glove, and then the insert or the glove liner inside I think was another 10 bucks. And that was cheaper than this glove. That's why I was expecting a little bit more out of this glove. But I suppose on snowmobiles you do have the hand warmer, so they're probably made to absorb some of the heat through the hand warmer. I don't know. I suppose I could get hand warmers on this thing. People are always suggesting it, but I don't know. You're only going to use them for a little bit of time, and I figure why add the complication of more wearing to go wrong. I like to keep things simple, and if I can just find a pair of gloves that will take care of that problem, I'd rather go that route. I did also recently, I don't have them yet, ordered a pair of thick neoprene gloves for duck hunting, for, you know, dipping your hand in water. And I'm going to give those a try too with the insert that I have in here. Probably both inserts, see if one of them's better. Let's try this road. But yeah, as far as if I were to be riding on gravel and taking it easy like this, with this setup, it could last a very long time before I start to cool off. It's really when you're at the highway speeds 55, 60 where it really sucks the heat out of you. And some of these little roads are fun just to kind of come in. They're close enough to home where I can make it here on a cold day and still make you feel like you're boy, I don't remember this part. Looks different with all the leaves on the ground, that's for sure. And that stuff is slippery. Sorry, I kind of trailed off there. Those leaves were really slick, so I was just trying to keep everything upright. But yeah, if you're running through the woods on a day like today, I don't think any of this setup would have a problem. It's just getting there, and that's my problem for where I live. You gotta travel a little ways to get there. But yeah, I will, when those neoprene gloves come in, I will be testing those out, and we'll see if I make a video on those. If they do good, I'll let you all know, maybe make a video on that. If they don't do good, you'll probably never hear about them again. And it is supposed to, I know right now is a really cold spell for this week. The next few days is supposed to be right around this degree, maybe a high of 35 in the next couple days. But then after that, I think we're supposed to get back into the low 40s. So, and it's pretty bad when you're looking forward to low 40s. So that's not right. If anybody you know, knows of any opportunities for somebody like me, more on wandering in a warmer climate, let me know. I am more than happy to take up opportunities elsewhere. I just got to convince the family to go with me, and that seems to be the main problem I'm having. I don't think, I just need to get them all into motorcycling. And that way they'll be anxious to go. The wife used to, and she keeps hinting getting back into it, but I don't know. I am not looking forward to this winter, especially right now. It looks sunny, it looks beautiful. Leaves have mostly fallen, but it is cold. But it's still pretty to look at. Still gotta get out and look at the beauty. Yeah, even on, what am I driving? 30 miles an hour on this gravel road, just kind of taking it easy, going nice and slow. And I actually have my visor windscreen open on the helmet to keep it from fogging, and it's not so bad. This really doesn't keep too much off of my helmet. That's probably why you see a lot of people putting that thing where it points up. I mean, it does a really good job keeping it off my body. But yeah, it is blowing right into my helmet. So higher speeds, you still get that. Maybe if I would do like you see a lot of people do, where they have that angle changing bracket, that might make that better. But again, my face never seems to bother me. It's always the hands. There's a joke there. My face just bothers other people or something like that, huh? Gotta get a dad joke in. Oh, but beyond that, not self-canceling blinkers. You don't realize how good those are until you're on a bike without them. But YouTube, beyond that, at this point, yeah, I don't know. There's kind of a draw between the two gloves. If you're thinking about either one of these and you were thinking one might be better than the other, they seem to be about the same. One hand is not significantly warmer than the other. Both of them are, as soon as I pick up the speed again, I can feel the wind on both of them, even with this thing here. And yeah, you can still feel the cold in the fingertips right away. So testing inconclusive. They both seem fine. This one has a little bit more armor and a little bit better dexterity. And this one might be just a hair warmer. I don't know. Not much, enough to be, you know, extremely noticeable. But yeah, with that, I think I'm gonna head back home, make myself a hot cup of tea, warm back up. And yeah, if you made it this far, God bless you. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it's warmer where you're at, so you're not dealing with these things, at least not yet anyway. And yeah, if it is warm there, think about me. I'll be cold. Anyway, till next time, YouTube, have a good one. See you later.